What's going on? Jeff Lee's in the house. Isaac Ramirez, Dustin Bosley just finished the rise and grind in the 20s. Liquid gold. Liquid gold. John Acme. Acme John, what's up, man? Draft an O lineman, a high running back. Pick getting players back now can be fun. Shame about that. Acme John, I don't want an offensive lineman in the first round. But yeah, you could do that. I would go D line over OL, but you just take best available. If you saw my earlier video, everybody's getting carried away. That Rolo, what up, man? How are you? Mouse is in the house, Jimbo. Everybody's getting carried away. I mean, I don't understand why everybody's getting all worked up. We were never going to be in the top 3. Okay, that's where all the mistakes happen, people. I'm telling you, that's where all the mistakes happen. There's a reason why these same teams keep looking for a quarterback, because you end up elevating the value of these quarterbacks. Aisha, how are you? I just think it's ridiculous. Sorry, I'm all bundled up here. BV, what's going on? Yeah, still a little too much sun. There you go. That's not too bad. Howard, what's up? Was sick all this week. I guess last night weather took me out. Fever, fluid, lungs. Yeah, it's good, man. We have plenty of help, so you're good. West Virginia, what's going on, man? How are you? Everybody's just getting way too worked up about you got to finish in the top. Fuck, no, you don't. Our best draft. It was okay. It was kind of laid back, Aisha. I mean, I was up early smoking a turkey, but it was laid back. The kids were out and about. Normally Thanksgiving is laid back in my house, so it was good. Shador Sanders, is he a can't miss project, a prospect? Okay, he's got a good arm. Again, you know how I feel about that type of quarterback in the NFL. I don't think it's whatever. Agreed. Mid-draft is cream of the crop. Rolo, our best drafts ever. Okay, look at our best drafts. When we get high, Morris Claiborne, we end up blowing it. How's the guy? Look, Mike at 11. We could easily finish around 11. We took Mike at 11. Yeah, we took Zach Martin at 16. We took CeeDee Lamb at 17. We took Travis Frederick. Emmett was drafted in the teens. I mean, come on, man. Everybody's getting all worked up. You got to get to the top of the draft. Shut the F up. Stop being a little bitch. Shador Sanders, I don't know. Is he okay? He's okay. He's not Arch Manning in my mind. You got a Cam Ward is probably better than Sanders, but he ain't going to go ahead of Sanders. Giants will screw that up. But I don't know that Cam Ward's the answer. Everybody loves, what's his name? Travis Hunter. He's an undersized receiver. Okay, is he a number 1 overall pick in the draft? I don't know about that. With the rules nowadays to play corner, do you really want to take a corner that high? We've already been burned with Morris Claiborne. He's good. You don't need a returner. We got the best returner in the league, who's a restricted free agent. We have exclusive rights on a Kayvon Turpin. So we got the best returner in the league. I mean, I don't understand why everybody's so worked up. Mason Graham, you got to get Mason Graham. Well, I don't know how high he's going, but do we have to have Mason Graham? Both of the Michigan defensive tackles are good. Oh my God, you got to get Ashton Genty. Well, Genty may be there. He may slip. I mean, if not, that's good for me. Abdul Carter, I like Abdul Carter. Is he a perfect player? No, he's not. This year, there's not a lot of perfect players. BV, I just never seen the amount of whining going on. Timothy, old fat, well-endowed, a Cowboy fan from Terrell, Texas. What's up, man? Brian, you got any leftovers? I do got a little bit of leftovers, yeah. What's up, Vinny? The real fan. The problem is Dak already got paid a top contract, so drafting. The real fan, again, you can draft a quarterback. But again, it's not my. These two guys are not my guy. Milroe? No, thank you on Milroe out of Alabama. No, 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 no. Milroe's going to get overdrafted. You know what? The best possible pick, the real fan won, but you know who that could be? Is Starks, the safety. If you ended up with Starks at let's say 15, my God, that's a great pick. Malachi Starks, yeah, thank you, sold. Again, Dak is not a bad quarterback. All these people getting all these non-Cowboy fans think their opinion is gold. Whatever, you got your opinion. I got mine. Darlene, I got a player, the number 55 from Michigan. Yeah. The Sauce Gardner and Kenan Mitchell have been good. They were first round picks. I said top 5. Pay attention, real fan one. Top 5. Sauce Gardner was good. He's good. How are the Jets doing? Answer me that. So they're a playoff team. He's putting them over the top. And Kenyon Mitchell doesn't have an interception. He's Byron Jones right now as a rookie. He's having a really good rookie year. Again, real fan one. You got to come up with something a little better than that, bro. Clemente. Malachi Starks, yeah. Vinny, I'm still scared, though. Carter, yeah, I like Abdul Carter. He's probably going to go in the top 10. So you probably won't get a chance at him. He still has some issues. I feel like they are mad about it because not only are they hurting the first round stock, but the rest of the draft as well as second and third. Yeah, again, Mouse, there's not a lot of top-heavy offensive linemen. I would not take an offensive lineman in the first round at all. All these guys are meh. Where the draft is really deep early is on the defensive side of the ball. You could have the best safety in the draft at 15. You just lost 2 safeties for the year to ACLs in the last 2 weeks. They weren't starters, but they might have been going forward. Yeah, well, Starks isn't going to go top 10 because safeties don't go top 10. They need to draft the best player. Timothy, and this is the best possible way. You get in the top 5 or 6, you start going with guys, oh my God, you got to go with him. And again, you got more, just stick to your board and take the best player. That's why after the season's over, make a decision on the coach. Get that out of the way. If they're doing GM, fine, but, make a decision on the coach, then get a game plan as far as it goes to free agents. And then whatever you get, then that lessens the likelihood that you're going to take your receiver, that position early. Yes, the Bears head coach is gone. Nobody is throwing his way. He's a lockdown corner and not a ball like this. Mouse, again, nobody's throwing What's-it-call's way, too. Bland. We have yet to have Bland, but he has. Again, he's had opportunity for interception. All I'm saying is, he's a good player, but I would not draft Kenyon Mitchell top 5. That's just my opinion. You need somebody that's going to make plays. He's not a bad player. Top 5s are reserved for overrated quarterbacks and offensive linemen. Is stud defensive players. Kenyon Mitchell's fine. Impact linebacker in the draft with running back rights saved everyone else's learning curve. So money is, yeah. Again, you're not going to see a quarterback or a tight end and probably an offensive lineman drafted in the first round. Every other position, edge rusher. How about an edge rusher? There's a few of them. A defensive lineman, a safety. Maybe a corner, but I wouldn't touch corner. Especially like if you're bringing Bland back, I would prioritize bringing Jordan Lewis back. Ghostbuster, what's up? V, Devontae Smith and Jalen Water are both considered undersized and have done pretty darn good. So what? Yes, they have, but what does that have to do with drafting a receiver top 3? Again, I'm I'm trying to figure that out. Help me out. Devontae Smith is good. He hasn't had a 100-yard. I don't think Devontae Smith's had a 100-yard game yet this year. He's a good receiver, but you got AJ. Darlene Mosher, what's going on? George, I got even better player for Michigan, number 70. Yeah, both of the linemen are good. Hey, Drew, most of the Eagle fans in here don't agree with you, so that's what makes you delusional. Most of your Eagle people don't agree with you. BV, what's going on? Vinny, all the Eagle subscribers in here don't agree with Drew. Yeah, he's not delusional. How was your Thanksgiving? It was good, man. That's why Game Time called you. Circle back. You are set at QB draft in the middle. Will be fine. O lineman, or D lineman, and safety. Giants looking at Sanders. Yeah, that would be, I think that Cam Ward is a quarterback, but, whatever. Again, everybody that's complaining that they don't want a top guy, Travis Hunter could go number 1 overall, potentially. Okay, good. I would not want Devontae Smith number 1 overall. I like Devontae and all, but he's not a number 1 overall type of talent. You got to go quarterback. Yeah, sometimes a broken clock is right twice a day too, Logan. I gotcha. Speaking of broken clock, this cold is making my watch shut off early. It's ridiculous, this fucking weather. Yeah, I told her to reach out to you. So I told her to email me, and then I'll give her your information if that's all right, Drew. I'm already busting your balls, Drew. Oh, I don't care what Logan thinks. It doesn't bother me or you, Drew. You guys are entitled to your own opinion. Brian, what's your email? How many times? Here, it's Game Time Brian with a Y at gmail.com. I keep putting it in, but I can't put it in there now. Well, nobody's keeping you here, Logan. If you're so if you're so butthurt, go listen to Philly 500 channel. He'll tell you everything is great and you guys have nothing to worry about. If you don't like my opinions, hit the road, bro. Nobody's keeping you here. Nobody. Again, if you don't like my opinions, it's a free country, man. Vinny, again, it's a free country, man. Everybody's got their own opinions. You don't like mine, then don't watch. I don't know what to tell you. I'm good with it. Dallas defense is telling ESPN who's the bitch now. We got 3 foot to 7 foot of snow in upstate New York. Yeah, I hear the Buffalo Bills game tomorrow is going to be in snow. So tomorrow night's game. I'm looking at the ugly slate of games, and I don't know if I'm going to stream it all tomorrow. I don't know. I got a lot to do around the house, so we'll see. Wande Thomas is only out 2 to 3 weeks with meniscus. Yeah, he lucked out, but I'm talking about the other two guys. Um, what's his name? Not Thomas. Uh, who am I thinking of? Nobody said playoffs. That's the thing, Drew. Nobody said playoffs. As of right now, do you want McCarthy? I don't know. I didn't. Yeah, that's it. Josh Butler's out for the year, and I was talking about Marquise Bell is out for the year. That's both of our backup safeties. Yes, Butler and Bell. That's it, Jacob. You got it, brother. Dallas isn't back. Yeah, again, nobody said that. I mean, they win a couple games, and they're, I guess, because they can't bust on us for a couple of weeks. I mean, they still do. Whatever. If that's what makes them happy, let them do that. I'm good, man. I don't, it is what it is. I think, unfortunately, everybody, for all you tank, we're getting a Tank Lawrence back for Monday night, and we're getting Trayvon Diggs back. So we're probably going to beat Cincinnati now. I didn't know Tank was coming back. That would be bad. Yeah, I know. I mean, some people like to look at our injuries and, laugh. It is what it is. It is what it is. Well, Dak's 9-4 against the Birds, so that would be not good for you. My work is cold, Logan. And it's even colder in the chat with you and Drew. Darlene, Philadelphia, I hope that they eat a big old sandwich because they will lose tomorrow because they're going to stop them. I actually think Eagles are going to win tomorrow, but we'll see. I mean, this is their first real, as much as I thought Washington was like a test, let's face it, they're not a very good team. If Dallas can beat them in Washington, they're not very good. And the Rams, they are under 500 team. What are they, 5-7? Something like that. They're not very good. So I think this is going to be a test for the Eagles tomorrow. I think it's going to be. McCarthy has been good. Yeah, McCarthy has won 12 games the last 3 years. Again, I don't. And they're very good against the NFC East. Is Ohio State about ready to lose? Wow. Michigan going to beat them. Do you know no streaming this weekend? Get your a Decker. You do enough. No. Yeah, but that's my job too, man. And I won't be missed. We can get your decorations up. And yeah, I don't know, John. I might try and get up early and do it. I may try and get up early and do it, but we'll see. I need to get them done. So, but there's not many good games tomorrow. The only real good game is the Eagles Ravens, and then the night game. So maybe I'll do the night game. Unfortunately, I think the Eagles will squeak the win out. I mean, I don't have no clue, to be honest with you. I mean, the Ravens, you would think they would be good at home, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. It'll be a good test. Through a lot of seasons ago. Again, it's getting dark quick. Look at that out here. It's getting dark quick. There's the dogs. Big ass dogs. Look at that. Big ass dogs. Real fan. They have decent games in the morning. Steelers, Bengals. They're okay, but the stream it. Bengals are not a great team. I don't know who I'm going to pick in that game now. Bengals are not great. They're not. They have a losing record. So, uh, Chargers, Falcons. I guess that's okay. The Cardinals, Vikings. I like that game a little bit, and then Eagles, Ravens game. So, but I think the best game is the Eagles, Ravens, and the uh, Sunday night game. Lamar Jackson record versus NFC's Wild, a 23-1. Like, like it'll be a good test for the Eagles. Like I said, I haven't gone back and looked. I mean, Eagles beat Green Bay early. I'm not going to take that win away. I mean, Green Bay was off to it was the first game of the year. Green Bay wasn't what they are now, kind of like last year, but still, I'm not going to be that guy and have revisionist history. They're a winning team. Outside of that, you know, you know, Chiefs are living a charmed life. They are. I'm thinking Ravens by 5. Well, it'll be a good test. It'll be a good test for the Eagles. Can the Eagles stop Derrick Henry, and can the Ravens stop Saquon? This is one of those games I'd be worried about just staying health-wise. It's a physical team. So when we talk about getting to I always say, how are you playing going into the playoffs and how healthy are you? This is where you want to be healthy. This is where you want to be healthy. You don't want to get nicked up now. This is their last tough game. The Eagles, then it's pretty much a cakewalk. I think they have a bunch of losing teams on their schedule. So, again, this is what happens when you don't win a division the year before. You get a nice schedule. And and that's why they do it that way. Now, next year, everybody's going to have a tough schedule because I believe we play the NFC West, right? I think we play the AFC West and the NFC South, I think. Wanya Thomas going to be out a couple weeks. The safety group is pretty thin. Yeah, I know, Daniel. That's why I said we lost Marquise Bell and we lost. I keep forgetting his name, but yes, we lost the young kid. Eagle fans are too high on their horse. Woke, what's up? Good afternoon, Postmaster Journal. I wonder if Mark will root for the Ratbirds tomorrow. Of course, he's always anti-Eagles. Me, I don't really care, honestly. I'm looking forward to the playoffs, but Eagles winning, I know my brother-in-law, will be happy. Yeah, my sister's family will be happy. My sister says she's not an Eagle fan, but she's an Eagle fan. I got a slight headache. Sorry, I'm massaging my temples. But yeah, I could care less in one way or another. I don't have a hate. Sheldrick Redwine might be in play. How about Keeman Hall, Daniel? What's up, Coyote? I can never root for the Eagles. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm rooting for him. I'm just not hating. I don't really care, man. Michigan or next year. No, I agree with the Dak teams over 500. The problem is we're not winning a division, so we'll have an easier schedule than a division winner. That's for sure. I mean, just look. I mean, again, look at your record versus winning teams this year. I mean, it's not great. So, I mean, you already have 2 losses, but Brian, you're the only Cowboy fan in your family. No, my brother, my mother, my father, they're all passed away. My son. So, yeah, I don't have a very big family. You guys are my family. Drew, you should just give Brian the Benjamins now. Yeah, Vinny, I feel like it's like stealing a little bit. Unless, I mean, I feel bad, but Drew's rolling in it. See, he could afford to give me $100. What's good, game time? Hey, David, how are you? Hit the like button. Acme John, are you off today, man? That's what I'm thinking, Vinny. But Vinny, you're right. Yeah. What is it? I think 6 or less, he wins. 7 is a push, and 8 and above, I win. So, again, I keep saying it because I don't want him to change the rules on me. 6 or less, he wins. 7 is a push. 8 and above, I win. That's for Dallas. It's a battle for Genti on Monday night. What's the matter, Brad? Like, what happened now? Game time. If we beat the Bengals, I'm convinced. What do you mean you could take a hint? I'm trying not to be. But what did I do now? Vinny, it's going to take 2 years for Dallas to recover. Well, okay, we'll be having $100 on it. So, again, we've already agreed to the bet. So you can remind people. 6 and below. Again, just look at what happened this year, Drew. We're going to have over 6 wins this year, and it was an absolute disaster with everybody and their mother getting hurt. We ain't winning 6 next year. So at the very least, I mean, I don't think 7 either. But that would be like a very big disappointment. If I am your family, you are welcome to come over for Dallas Eagles games. Yes, on vacay. Look at you, Acme John. Don't matter how the team's playing right now. Got it. Listen, Coyote. This shit show season for us aside, that was always going to be the case. If we were 6-2, or 8-2, or 9-2, I would be saying the same thing. Yeah, I would feel good, but I would be holding my breath because the Eagle fans, I think they realize anything. I mean, I'll be curious to know anything like shy of a Super Bowl, right? I mean, most of the Eagle fans think they're better than Detroit. So, anything less than a Super Bowl is a big disappointment, I would imagine. To me, I think a championship game, is fair. But like the more I hear, all the Eagle fans do not give Detroit any respect. So in my mind, that means anything less than a Super Bowl is big time deflating. So again, I don't know if I'm reading that wrong, but that's kind of what I'm saying. Every time anybody brings up Detroit, they go, no, they don't got this, they don't got that. Well, then Super Bowl then. That's all I would say. Brian, Ohio State just lost. Well, Loyal's throwing his remote. Okay, so you agree with me then that if you beat Detroit, then that would be a great win. If you lose, then that's how I feel. I feel like if you make it to the championship game, let's just assume that game's at home, though, Drew. If that game's at the link, then that would be I think that would be not good. Oh, so you have a better team than Detroit. Okay. Gotcha. Zach Martin might be back against the Bengals, but I mean, I'm not worried about Zach Martin. It's good for depth reasons, but the fact that we're getting DeMarcus Lawrence and Diggs back for that Cincinnati game and our defense is going to be stacked. Okay. We're going to win some games, people. Yes, you're reading right. Do or bust season, I hear it too. I'm just saying, I'm trying to figure out. To me, I'm thinking if you host Detroit and lose, that's a big letdown in a championship game. To me, that's bad. If you go to Detroit and lose a close game, then it's still a real good season. But I would just warn you that you can't always make it through a season healthy. And you're relatively healthy now. With a your running game is arguably the best in the league. So you don't want to waste that. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, well, again, that was early in the season. That doesn't mean it was going to be our narrative, for the rest of the year, right, Drew? So, you know what I mean? Again, we've already gone over this. You're going to pull out one game and go, well, that's what you guys are for the rest of the year. That's not fair. Again, If we were going by how you were last year, you were 10-1, right? You were 10-1, and then you lost 7 straight. So you can't go by that. Just like if you were just like if Dallas were to win out and win a playoff game, you would go, "Oh my God, they're horrible. We're looking at the 1 seed." They're not going to do that, but I'm just saying. Eagles big talk with their one. George, that's it is what it is, bro. It's still a Kansas City world, and we just living in it. Eagles big talk with their 1 Super Bowl win. Making an NFC Championship game is never a letdown. If you lose at home, Drew, oh my God. Stop. You act like I don't remember you guys being a favorite at home against a Tampa Bay. You were a home favorite against Carolina and lost both. That's bad. What are you talking about? Come on now. Again, that was our team last year through the first 5 weeks were horrible, Drew. And then we went on a run and ended up winning the division. We won 12 games. So again, you can't go by a couple game stretch. You can't. That's not how it works. Andy Reid is a Mike McCarthy without Mahomes. Mahomes bails Reid out. All right, I'm over 30 minutes. Shit. Sorry, everybody. I gotta go. I'll talk to everybody later.